negara. Usah buang masa, ayo kita cipta nama. Cinta, cinta, cintamu inspirasiku. Cintaku pada negara selamanya. Bagaikan lilin menerangi duniaku. Tiada rahsia, tidak ternoda, hapus gelora, cita terbina. Pulih, pulih, pulihlah rasa dan warna. Sehati sejiwa terpahat di dalam jiwa. Ingat, ingat, ingat ibu, bapa dan keluarga. Upah tak dipinta, hanya kasih yang dipuja. Cinta, cinta, cintamu inspirasiku. Cintaku pada negara selamanya. Right now we would like to welcome Mr. Joshua Baru, who is eager to talk about the East Malaysian perspective, please.
Good afternoon, everybody. Let me just thank all of you for coming here. It's good to see so many Malaysians here. Can I just ask where all the East Malaysians at? Sabah, Sarawakians. Can you give me a wave? Yeah. So as mentioned, I'll be just talking a little bit about the East Malaysia's perspective on elections. Most of the speakers up here are all West Malaysians, so you've heard pretty much what's going on in KL and stuff, but I'm just going to give you guys a bit of insight into what's happening in Sabah and Sarawak, especially with the rural areas, where a lot of these areas are key areas in where, you know, which government is of the day. Alright, so the first issue we have is certainty of polling centers and the accessibility of these centers. Now let me ask you a question. If I take away, let's say I take away your house, do you like it or not? If I don't tell you that I take away your house, do you like it or not? If I change your house to somewhere else, you like it or not? No, right? But that's exactly what the Election Commission is doing. They are changing people's constituencies without even telling them. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I'm especially touching on the rural voters. Now, these rural voters they live in very, very hard to access areas. Some places you need to walk on foot, need to travel by boat. How many of you here have traveled in the jungle before? Some of you, but the majority of you all from the city one. But the reality is that during the polling day itself, in Sabah and Sarawak, most of the voters will come from rural areas. And what has the Election Commission done? They have moved them to different places without telling them. And when you show up on that day, they say, oh, I'm sorry, your voting place, your polling station is somewhere else, which is probably 5 hours walk or 5 hours drive away. People who stay in the rural areas don't have the luxuries you and I have. They don't have the money to move from one polling station to another. If you stay in the city, you go to one place, oh, we move you, it's okay, we have a car, we got LRT, we got train, we got public transport, we can move. But people in Sabah and Sarawak, no, we do not have We do not even have the North-South Express Highway, okay? It takes you 14 hours to go from one length of Semenanjung to the other side. But it takes you about 3 days, okay, to drive from one end of Sarawak to the other end of Sarawak. I'm not counting Sabah, you know. One end of Sarawak to the other end of Sarawak. You want to drive 24 hours, maybe you can make it lah. But this is the reality. What has the Election Commission done to help the rural voters exercise their rights? Nothing. Nothing, absolutely nothing. And this is why the EC must resign. And so the second issue is, alright, so I was just speaking on how the Election Commission has moved the constituencies around without consent. Now this, and it has been touched on earlier, it's called gerrymandering. We all know what gerrymandering is. It's moving the borders, alright, of your constituency. Now there's been an over-representation of rural areas in Sabah and Sarawak, and as a consequence of this, it means that you, as mentioned earlier, okay, one party may have, I'm not going to mention who lah, one party can have 45% of majority vote, popular vote, another party can say they have 55% popular vote, but the number of seats you win, okay, is different, it's not half, it's not equal. Okay, this is exactly what happened in Sarawak state election. 55% popular vote, 55 seats, okay? 45% popular vote, 16 seats. How is this fair, Election Commission? You tell me, how is this fair? Alright, it's not fair. Okay? Now, actually, initially, back in the day, there is a constitution provision that states, alright, that the differences in constituency electorates are limited to 15% above or below the average constituency electorate at the time of Merdeka. But now the average constituency is about 49,000, the exact number is 49,119,000 people, so it's about 50,000 voters. But, okay, there have been reports that some constituencies are 13% off the number, not below, 13% off 15,000. I did the math, that's about 6,000 people per constituency. And that's not just the registered voters, you know, that's just how many people are in the area. Okay? So you may have 2,000 registered voters, no problem lah, you know, in the bag. Okay? But this is clearly, alright, an infringement of equality, alright, equal electorates among the constituencies. What has the Election Commission done about that? Nothing. Because they have there were amendments to the Constitution that removed this limit in 1973. Okay, this has been done for a very, 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 very long time, my friends. Okay, the limit of the 15% above and below constituencies of the average voters in each constituency has been abolished a very long time ago. How many of you knew this before I told you? None of you. None of you knew that there was such thing. I also didn't know until I did my research for preparing for this Bersih. Okay, so the Election Commission must take initiative to improve, alright, equal constituency voters, so that we can have free and fair elections. The EC must resign. And I thank you for listening, and that's all from me. Thank you.
Heat up, heat up! Heat up, heat up! Heat up, Brian! Heat up, Brian! Bersih, Bersih! Bersih, Bersih! EC resign! EC resign! Heat up, heat up! Heat up, heat up! Heat up, Brian! Heat up, Brian! Bersih, Bersih! Bersih, Bersih! EC resign! EC resign! Come on, we have to be louder than this. We should make our presence felt. Long live the people, Malaysia! Long live the people, Malaysia! Stop all corruption, subversion! Stop all corruption, subversion! Clean the Election Commission! Clean the Election Commission! From the nation to the nation! From the nation to the nation! Ladies and gentlemen, David Joe! Thank you very much. Heat up, heat up! Heat up, heat up!
Bersih, Bersih! Bersih, Bersih! Bersih, Bersih! Thank you. in solidarity with 85 locations in the world, 35 countries. Bersih 3.0. We are a global movement for free, clean and fair elections in Malaysia. I'm going to need your help. I need your participation. Can all of you over here come closer? Come closer. Those at the back, come closer. Okay, start again. 1, 2, 3. 85. Ho Chi Minh City. 84. Bucharest, Philippines. 83. Colombo, Sri Lanka. 82. Venice, Italy. 85. Cairo, Egypt. 80. Mount Everest, Nepal. One number. Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Medina, Saudi Arabia. Mecca, Saudi Arabia. Dubai, UAE. Abu Dhabi, UAE. Manipal, India. Mumbai, India. Cape Town, South Africa. Bali, Indonesia. Jakarta, Indonesia. Den Haag, the Netherlands. Dhaka, Bangladesh. Muttah, Jordan. Irbit, Jordan. Mafraq, Jordan. Amman, Jordan. Kursk, Russia. Moscow, Russia. Helsinki. Busan, South Korea. Seoul, South Korea. Phuket, Thailand. Bangkok, Thailand. Paris, France. Suzhou, China. Beijing, China. Shanghai, China. Munich, Germany. Berlin, Germany. Cologne, Germany. Malmo, Sweden. Uppsala, Sweden. Geneva, Switzerland. Zurich, Switzerland. Sligo, Ireland. Dublin, Ireland. Nottingham, United Kingdom. Manchester, United Kingdom. Newcastle, United Kingdom. Edinburgh, Scotland. London. Hualien, Taiwan. Tainan, Taiwan. Taipei, Taiwan. Vancouver, Canada. Montreal, Canada. 33. Okay. Toronto, Canada. Dunedin, New Zealand. Christchurch, New Zealand. Motueka, New Zealand. Wellington, New Zealand. Auckland, New Zealand. Concord, New Hampshire. Ames, Iowa. Wichita, Kansas. Columbus, Ohio. Portland. Chicago. Boston. Los Angeles. Washington, D.C. New York, New York. San Francisco. Minneapolis. Pittsburgh. Atlanta. Houston. Hobart. Adelaide. Sydney. Perth. Canberra. Brisbane. We'll skip Melbourne, huh? Graz, Austria. Tokyo. Osaka.